My dear students, I welcome you again in grade 10th. Students, today we are going to start our new session. The name of our session is the effective communication. So now let's start with our new topic, effective communication. Before going to start this chapter, first of all you must be know about that what is the meaning of communication. So communication is the process that allows us to interact with other people. So with the help of communication, we can also share our ideas, views, etc. So common form of communication includes speaking, writing, gestures, body language, etc. So our next slide, it shows that what are the process of communication. Basically communication is a process of sending and receiving message between two or more persons. It includes two types of person, one is the sender and one is the receiver. Here in the process of communication, feedback plays a very important role. So now let's come to our topic, that is the effective communication. So today we had discussed or focused on these topics like what is the meaning of effective communication, what is the definition of effective communication, what are the uses of effective communication, and what are the 7 C's which can affect our communications. And the next is the what are the main facts that can focus on effective communication. So this is our meaning of effective communication. Basically, effective communication is a two-way process which starts from sending the right message to a right person. So it is important to know that psychology of the people you are interacting with for a communication. So effective communication is the communication process in which the producers intended or desired the results. So for effective communication, there must be a good relation between the sender and the receiver. So student, here is an example of effective communication. So great leaders and well-known personalities around the world like Mahatma Gandhi, Mr. Narendra Modi and others have been an inspirational. Why? Because of their effective communication skills. So if our communication is very effective, automatically it can attract towards more and more people. So now this is an introduction part of communication skills. So our next topic is the what are the goals of effective communication. It basically consists of 4 goals. Like our first goal is to inform, to request, to persuade and to build a relationship between the various persons. So this is the main goal for effective communication. Like if we want to communicate with each other, our main purpose is to give information, is to help the other people. So these are the basic and necessary goals for communication. So what are the uses of effective communication? It helps to understand a person or a situation in a better way. It also helps to solve the differences and build a good relationship between sender and receiver. It also helps in decision making. So these are the basic uses for the effective communication. And the main use of effective communication is sometimes our message is misunderstood or we can't understand the message that was sent by a sender. So with the help of effective communication, we helps us to resolve problems with both point of view. Here point of view means both sender and a receiver. So our next one is the what are the 7 C's that we should follow for an effective communication. These are 7 C's. Like first one is the completeness, conciseness, consideration, clarity, concreteness, courtesy, and last one is the correctness. So now let's discuss all these C's one by one. Our first C is the completeness, means the message that was sent by a sender, it should be a full of the complete message, so it can causes a effective communication. Second one is the conciseness. It means to communicating what you want to convey is the least possible words. Means if we want to send a message to a sender, it should be consist of a minimum words that can be easily understood by a receiver. Third one is the consideration. Here we can include that viewpoints, background, educational level, so that message can be easily understood by a receiver. Our fourth C is the clarity. This plays a very important role. How? The message that was sent by a sender, it must be clear and it must be a short that can be easily understood by a receiver. Our next C is the correctness. It implies being a particular and clear rather than a fuzzy and a long message. Means we should write a correct word for sending the message. And next one is the courtesy. Courtesy means being polite, kind, thankful, etc. So when we send a message, we should also use the words like thanking you, you are faithfully, you are obediently, etc. Our last and next is the correctness. It plays a very important role in a communication. Why? Because it implies that correct information must be given to a receiver. So students, this picture shows that what are the effective communication or what are the benefits of effective communication. If we can follow the concept of effective communication, we can easily communicate with various types of people. So these are the benefits for effective communication, like it helps to improve team building. It also helps to reduce misunderstanding and prevents from overlooking important information. It helps to boost growth. It increases our innovation. It improves productivity. It helps to increase the efficiency. It increases the loyalty between sender and receiver. Basically, it increases employee engagement. So, if we want a path for a good communication, we should follow this process. Like, listen to understand. So, understand the words before speaking. So, speak less and seek understanding before we proceed. If we can't understand the message, then we can again repeat this process. So students, in the end, I want to say that if we want to become an effective communication, so we can follow this thought. A man is a seldom better than his conversation.